Now, fat loss after 40 requires a totally different rulebook for us older guys now. In this series, I'm showing the definitive fat loss guide for men over 40. This is part 1, and here's my first 5 strategies. Number 1, you must resistance train 3 to 4 times a week. Lifting weights has a larger metabolic effect and higher post-exercise calorie burn than cardio. More muscle also equals a higher metabolism. Plus, you're not going to end up just looking skinny fat. Number 2, do not lift weights, however, fasted in the morning. This elevates your cortisol, this blunts fat burning, and it risks losing that muscle we're working hard for. Number 3, do perform fasted aerobic zone 2 exercise in the morning as much as possible. Now that typically means just keeping your heart rate between 115 to 135 beats per minute, no high intensity, no intervals. Number 4, take 3 grams of L-carnitine and a black coffee before this fasted zone 2 exercise. This mobilizes fatty acids for you to burn as energy. Number 5 now, perform postprandial walks as much as possible, i.e. walk after eating. This has a dramatic effect on keeping insulin and blood sugar levels down so you can burn fat all day. Now in the next reel, part 2, I'll break down the next set of fat loss rules. Save this one and follow me so you don't miss part 2. So this is part 2 of the definitive fat loss guide for men over 40. Now if you want to lose fat successfully now, without wrecking your metabolism or your hormones, watch this. So following on from part 1, strategy 6 now is do not cut your calories too low. Find your maintenance level and start by dropping this by only 3 to 500 calories per day maximum. Strategy 7 is make sure you get 1.8 grams of protein per kilogram of your body weight daily without fail. Strategy 8, big one, do not cut out all your carbs. Carbs support your testosterone. Carbs support your thyroid function. Carbs support your sleep, and therefore carbs are going to support your fat loss. Just eat them correctly and strategically. And to find out more about this, watch my recent reel about your top 10 carb choices to make. Now number 9, track your food intake. Yep, I know it can be a ball ache and it doesn't need to be forever, but you can't achieve my bar points if you don't track. Set the diet up correctly, then maybe turn the daily tracking off. But without it, you're just driving blind to an end destination. And let's be honest, that doesn't go well for absolutely anybody. Now, number 10, cut out all processed foods. That even means all bread products, pastas, granolas, cereals, and snack bars. They are all high glycemic. They raise your blood sugar and your insulin levels, and this blocks your fat burning. They also cause metabolic dysfunction. So that's part 1 and 2 now of my first 10 tips now provided. In part 3, I'll break down the final strategies to make fat loss easier after 40. Save this, follow me, don't miss it. This is part 3 of my definitive 15 rules of fat loss for the man over 50. Now, fat loss after 40 is not about just eating less and training harder. It's about managing important lifestyle factors that control your hormones, your metabolism, and your body's ability to burn fat. So first, let's talk sleep at number 11 now. If you consistently sleep poorly, testosterone drops, cortisol rises, and your body becomes prone to storing fat. And not only that, but sleep time is actually one of the peak times for fat oxidation. So, prioritizing 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep is one of the most powerful fat loss strategies available to you. Number 12, stress management. Chronic stress keeps cortisol levels elevated. Now, when cortisol is elevated, blood sugar and insulin also elevates, and your body literally switches to being a fat storing machine, especially around that lower belly area. Managing cortisol with good sleep and stress management is critical if you want any chance to be lean and healthy. 13, increase your daily steps. To be honest, for optimal fat burning, 10,000 a day is minimum. 12,000 is actually optimum. And walking is one of the most underrated tools for fat loss. It burns fat for energy at a really high percentage, and it lowers your cortisol, and it controls your blood sugar. Now, number 14, restore your gut health. Poor gut health increases inflammation, elevates cortisol, disrupts your metabolism, and makes fat loss so much harder for you. 15 and final, it's last, but it's definitely not least. In fact, sorry guys, but it might just have more impact than anything else. Yeah, it's cutting out all alcohol. Drinking alcohol is not just about consuming excess calories. As you'll understand if you watch one of my earlier reels all about this, it actually stops fat burning dead and it turns you into a fat storing machine for many hours, not to mention the detrimental effect it has on your testosterone, your sleep and your overall health. So now, that's my top 15 rules for successful fat loss for a man over 40. When you combine all these strategies consistently, fat loss becomes far more sustainable and actually quite easy.